Hi, welcome to your root chakra supportive nourishment flow. In order for our roots to really take hold, they need nourishment, meaning, we need rest. We need to slow down and really allow that anchoring to take place, giving our bodies the nourishment that they need. So, this is a more restorative, supportive flow, or I should say sequence. You will need 2 blocks, and these will be longer holds, supported longer holds. And we're going to start just as I am seated here. If your ankles are sensitive, you can place a blanket beneath you. Otherwise, you will need 1 block placed between your ankles and under your sit bones, really so that you can anchor onto your sit bones. If this is not comfortable for you and you happen to have a rectangle bolster, you can also place the rectangle bolster long ways between your legs and sit on the bolster. It's a little softer. It's got a wider base if you need a wider base. But if the block works well for you, you can use a block. It's nice and solid. That's what I like about the blocks, is that solid support. So we'll be using blocks throughout this practice, but a bolster would suffice. So find your rock pose, sitting on your block or your bolster, rooting down through your sit bones, and really engaging the contact of the tops of the feet and the shins against the mat. Closing your eyes down, growing tall through your spine, rooting high through the crown of your head. Draw the belly button in towards the spine. Rest the palms gently on the thighs, noticing the contact of your hands on your legs. Feeling your own body, making a connection with yourself as you draw online the connection with your breath. Smoothing out any rough edges of the breath. Finding a nice, comfortable, even pace of breathing. Checking in with yourself, physical body. How do you feel today? What nourishment do you need from me? Breathing deeply and gently. Sitting still as though you are the rock. You are your own rock in your life. Anytime any situation comes into your path, you can turn back and lean onto yourself, trusting yourself to be there, supporting, carrying you through, no matter what. Taking 3 more deep breaths here. Opening your eyes, sliding forward, lifting up off your block. I'm going to turn onto the side. Tuck your toes under. Sit back on your heels. The feet are the very foundation of our body, and opening up the feet is of utmost importance. It also can be of utmost discomfort. So check in with your little pinky toes. Make sure that they are not doing their own thing here. Sit back on your heels. If this becomes too much for you, you can come forward, giving your feet a break. Otherwise, settle in and breathe deeply into the soles of your feet. We're here for 3 more deep breaths. And as you feel ready, gently come forward, releasing your toes, gently tapping the tops of your feet against the earth, bringing blood flow and enlivening the feet and the ankles. And then finding your way to standing. Shake out the feet, maybe roll out the ankles. And grab your second block and bring it to the front of the mat. Laying the blocks down at whatever level height you need them to be for this. For now, we're just going to take a nice, simple, gentle ragdoll. So sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Find your comfortable distance of your feet, bending in your knees so that your lower back can release and your head can release. You can either rest your hands just gently here on the blocks, or you can interlace your arms, bringing some extra weight, allowing gravity to take hold here. Maybe gently sway from side to side. Feeling just a gentle release here. Imagining any stuck or stagnant energy pouring out of you. Maybe allow your exhales to be out an open mouth. Shake your head, yes and no. I will say yes to nourishment. I will say no to things that do not support my intentions for my body. Releasing the arms now. We're going to do a move called elephants. And the reason I have the blocks here is because it's important for the grounding aspect that your hands stay connected to the earth. So wherever you feel comfortable and stable in your hands connection here, find your level with your blocks. And this move, this is a pranayama move for the root chakra. So we're pairing movement with intentional movement with the breath. So the knees are bent. The knees never fully straighten here. And the gaze is just forward of the mat. and then just behind the blocks. So you'll inhale with the knees bent, the gaze slightly forward, and exhale almost to straight drop the head. So it's inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Move nice and slow, flowing with your breath, like the movement and gentle walk of the elephant. So there's a yoga deity, I'll talk as we move through this, named Ganesha. He is the remover of obstacles, right? So imagine you're walking, you're the elephant. You're using your trunk here to sweep out your personal obstacles, moving them out of your way. Slowly, with stability. We're going to do 3 more. Next time your knees are bent, pause, curl up with an inhale. Shoulders come up towards the ears, and exhale as they melt away, allowing gravity to pull the palms and fingertips down. Spending a moment here in case you are dizzy, catching your breath, finding your stability again. Keeping the knees bent, not the strong mountain pose we typically do, but stand in your ground here. Feel the solid connection of your feet against the earth. And then grab one of your blocks. We're going to find yogi squat. If you find that you are someone who needs a wider base than a single block offers, go ahead and line 2 blocks up next to each other for this. And we're going to bring 1 block down here, and we're coming into yogi squat. So although the root chakra is stable, I also like to bring in some fluidity and saunter down to a yogi squat. So maybe stick your bum out, keep your knees safe as you gently, if you need to prevent yourself from smashing your face, perhaps bring your other block to support you. And we're gonna come to sit on the block here in yogi squat, finding a nice comfortable distance of the legs and the knees. If you have knee problems, this may not be an appropriate posture for you, and I suggest just sitting in easy pose. Get adjusted, and so you feel stable and supported by this block. And then once you feel you are rooted in your foundation, bring your palms together and gently press your elbows into your knees and lift through the chest. Sinking down through the hips, lifting through the crown of the head, bringing the chin parallel to the mat and the ground beneath you, closing the eyes down, and finding a nice, deep, even breath. Again, imagining any stagnant energy releasing out of you into the earth. Part of nourishing ourselves is releasing things that no longer serve us, right? Making space for things that serve our higher good. Releasing toxic habits, releasing toxic beliefs. releasing stuck and stagnant energy, releasing trapped emotions. This is a posture of release. One more deep breath here. Bringing your hands in front of you. This may not be so graceful, myself included. Walk your feet in. Bring your palms in front of you. Push into your feet and lift your hips up. And find a wide-legged forward fold, utilizing your block to bring the ground up to you. If you have the flexibility to make a tower with your blocks and rest your forehead down gently and supported, making contact with your forehead against the solid support of your blocks. If this is accessible to you, please do so. Otherwise, just hands resting on the floor in front of you will suffice. Bringing on deep breathing, recalibrating the hips. Turning the heels in and the toes out. Bend the knees a lot. Roll up, stacking vertebrae on top of vertebrae. Come all the way up. Roll the shoulders together, shoulder blades together and down the back. And then find your way back onto the mat. I'm going to find a supported child's pose here, bringing the block just in front of you there. And if you find in child's pose that you have pinching in the front of your hips, you can bring a folded blanket onto your lap. And then we'll fold forward into child's pose. Just a gentle child's pose here. Forehead resting on a block, palms up for an offering of reception, grounding down, allowing the breath to be even and smooth, feeling release into the supports. Allowing the lower back to release down, making space in the hips. You can bring your knees wide or have them closer together, whatever feels more supportive for you in this moment. Bringing your awareness to any point of your body that is making contact with the earth. Noticing how it feels. Notice where you might be unnecessarily holding tension. Where can you soften? Where can you allow support to nourish you? What adjustments can you make? Take one more deep breath here. Open the mouth, sigh it out. Walk your hands underneath your shoulders to gently push yourself up. Removing your props. And swinging the legs in front of you. Shaking them out, giving the knees a break. Option to sit on top of your blanket here if you like to have the support beneath you or have any pinching in your lower back. Otherwise, bring the sole of the left foot to meet the inside of the right leg. And then we're going to build a tower here, a little block tower. Keeping the spine nice and straight at first. Hinge from the hips. We're going to bring the tower just out front of the left ankle. And then find your comfortable edge here. Whatever height tower you might need. You may need to bring your bolster or your blanket on board. Somewhere where you can rest at a comfortable edge, right? We don't want to push too far past our boundaries here. We want to feel our edge without crossing it. And then allow yourself to melt here. No effort in the body. Allowing the support to nourish you and hold you at your boundary. Allowing the support to help you honor your edges. Return to your breath. Bringing your awareness to the point of connection, of support underneath you. The point of connection of your forehead on your blocks. Any point where your hand might be touching your body or the floor. Feeling nourished by the support around you. Taking one more deep breath here. Moving slowly as you use the support beneath you to lift yourself up. Moving your tower out of the way so that you can switch sides. Moving nice and slow. Setting up with the right foot just inside the left inner thigh. The block tower comes straight out from the ankle, and you may find one side to be very much tighter than the other. So bring your supports wherever you need them. Start first with a straight spine. Inhale deeply from root to crown. And exhale, fold down. meeting the contact of your support, finding your comfortable edge, maintaining awareness of any point of contact of your body and the solidity of the earth, maintaining the grounded connection to your breath. Allowing the supports to nourish and hold you. Noticing any sensation happening within the body. If thoughts are arising, what part of your body are they activating? Anchor yourself in your physical body. Come out of your head and into your body. Where can you call on support in your life? How can you allow support to nourish you? How can you show support for yourself? One more deep breath here. Open the mouth, exhale. Gently bringing yourself back up. Removing your props. Keep one block nearby. Straighten out both legs. Give them a little shake. And then come onto your back. Feet hips width distance. Walk the shoulder blades underneath you. Take a moment, draw your knees up into your chest, massage out your lower back. Really feel the earth as it presses against your sore spots of your hips, around your sacrum and your tailbone. Go ahead and plant the feet at a comfortable distance away from your bum. Roll the tailbone up, flatten the spine, the lower spine against the mat. Lengthen the neck so that the chin is not jutting out and up. And grab onto your block, either on level 1 or level 2. And with an inhale, push into the feet, lift the hips up, coming into supported bridge, and find the block right underneath your sacrum. So not on your lower back, on that strong triangular bone of your hips. You can test if it's in the right spot, if you can pull your feet off the ground and the block doesn't move and it's not pinching or wincing anywhere. Gently lower the feet back down and allow your hips to rest onto the block. If you're not using a block, a bolster is a really great prop for this posture. It's a little softer if you lack the flexibility and lift here. Find the support that works for you. Allow your palms to be either face down on the earth beside you or resting gently on your hips. Turn to your deep, grounded breathing. When we are supported, we are able to release and let go. Where in your life can you release and let go? Or are you holding on to rigidity or fear? And where in your body can you release and let go? Where are you unnecessarily holding on to what does not serve you? One more deep breath here. Bringing the soles of the feet alive in the contact with the soles and the feet and the earth, and gently lift the hips up. Remove the prop. If you're using a bolster, you can place your bolster under your knees. If you have two blocks, place the blocks at an angle underneath each knee and find supported Shavasana here. Allow the knees to gently rest on a support as your body gently rests on the support of the earth in a full surrender. A full release to the support and nourishment of the earth. Allowing support to hold you. I invite you to stay in Shavasana for as long as your time allows you to. And as you feel ready, begin to bring awareness back into your body by gently wiggling your toes and your fingers, rolling out your wrists and your ankles. Gently rock your head from side to side. Bending into your knees, gently placing the soles of your feet onto the mat as you remove the prop that was supporting your knees. And then rolling onto your favorite side into fetal pose. Using your lower arm as a pillow, resting the sole of your upper arm on the earth just in front of your chest. Taking a moment here in stillness. Using the strength of your upper arm against the earth, press yourself up, keeping your eyes closed, and finding a comfortable seat. Finding the sit bones against the earth, rooting down, rising high through the crown of the head. Bringing the palms together, thumbs push in and up against the sternum. Connecting with the rhythm of your heartbeat and the gentle rise and fall of your chest with your breath. As you thank yourself for nourishing your body with some self-care today, as I thank you for practicing with me. Namaste.